It's an oddity of the modern world that some elites see what's on your screen in Ireland and think what would improve this is hordes and hordes of people from the third world. It's especially odd given the Irish spent 800 years fighting to have sovereignty over their own culture, only to dilute it in only 80. Now, of course, this has happened to most Western nations these days, but what's notable about Ireland is how fast it's been forced on the people there. The sheer pace of change has led to protests up and down Ireland, with communities coming out and saying they don't want to be minorities in their own towns and villages. And they're met by the establishment with the same reception that the Brits are, or the French are, or the Swedes are. These people are all knuckle-dragging evil racists who need to get with the modern times. And just like in the rest of Europe, it doesn't matter if mass migration is unpopular with the people, the political elite are going to do it anyway. On your screen now is footage of people being bussed in under nightfall in Ireland. Also cropping up across Ireland are these migrant centres you can see on your screen. Why these are being built, nobody's quite sure. Who they're going to house, nobody's quite sure. But one thing is certain, many of them are popping up. There's also footage of migrants being led in via police escort into villages that have asked specifically not to have mass immigration. Perhaps most bizarrely, there are clips circulating on Twitter of a man from the Irish Garda on Pakistani television trying to get Pakistanis to join the Irish police force.
Message out there amongst the Pakistani community, the Muslim community and the broader community of the different nationalities that make up Ireland, that we want to see represented in our national police force and making a real difference. So please put in that application.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मेरा नाम हफ्सा हुसैन है, मैं पीओसी आइलैंड की मीडिया एडवाइजर हूँ.
So it seems that while tempers are already frayed with regards to mass migration, the Irish powers that be are trying to bring in Pakistanis to police other migrants they've already brought in, like the 16 people that were arrested in Cork City recently. These people were arrested for gang charges and had names such as Godson Icky Bundu, wonderful Irish name there. And then you have their nationalist party, Sinn Féin, which is supposed to represent the traditional spirit of Ireland, firing people for quote-unquote anti-trans views, while councillors have to resign because they're silenced on speaking about migration. Now, of course, while all these changes in Ireland are put forward by the Liberal establishment as a new, positive, progressive Ireland, all it's really doing is throwing away its unique special identity, as every European nation seems to be doing, in order to become another globo-homo postmodernist state. Now, I've heard some Irish commentators state that Ireland's gone so woke because the powers that be believe it makes them stand out from the evil, historic British regime, although obviously they don't realise that the British regime is now completely woke as well. Yet while the liberal establishment may take that line, I think the actual people are starting to wake up and realising that Europeans actually have a shared battle going on here. This probably explains why the Irish tricolour and the Union Jack were flown together in the recent protests in Belfast. Now, personally, I think it's great to see European peoples putting aside their historic grievances. I think we have to understand the world has changed and our cultures and traditions are being shredded from the inside. I think it's perfectly ethical to stand against that, and while the liberal mainstream will call you evil, remember these are just deluded and detached people with luxury beliefs that don't represent the actual people of Ireland, the UK or Europe in my view. These are just some of my views, however. Do let me know what you think down below. And do consider subscribing to the channel.